Alright, so for today's class we are going to be working in Command to look at the lead Accelerator in Sketchhouse. So to get started, we're just going to go ahead and log into Command. To access Command, you can go to agent.kw.com. Hopefully you guys have been in here and played around a little bit. So I'm just going to get signed in. Once again, that's agent.kw.com. And your username and password for Command is actually the same as your MyKW username and password. Alright, so this is the home page of Command. Like I said, we're going to be in Lead Accelerator and Sketchhouse today, but before we jump into that, similar to when you are working in eEdge, you want to go into your account settings first to make sure all of your information is up to date. So we're going to do basically the same thing here in Command. I'm going to go up to the top right and click on my name, which is, I'm in Scott's account, so I'm going to click on Scott's name. And then I'm going to click Settings. Alright, this brings us into our Command settings, and the first page it brings us into is Applications. So it's really important before you get started in Lead Accelerator to make sure that your different accounts are connected. So within Lead Accelerator, it's basically for scheduling paid ads, whether that's through Google Ads, Twitter, or Facebook, Instagram. If you are choosing to use those features, which I will go over, you would need to come here first to make sure your apps are connected. And then you can also schedule posts for Twitter, Facebook, what have you. So on this page we're currently on Applications. You can see our connected apps are up here at the top. We have actually connected Twitter for post scheduling. Our Gmail is connected. Our Facebook is connected for Ad Manager. And we have our MailChimp account connected. But you can see, if you keep scrolling down, it'll show you your accounts that you can connect. So our Facebook page for post scheduling actually is not connected. So I'm going to go ahead and connect that now by clicking the Connect Account button over on the right. And it's going to bring up a little Facebook login page. Oop, I want to use a different account. I don't want to connect my account. Oop, oh, let's see. Switch user, okay. I'm going to use Scott's. Let's see if I know the password. No. This was changed 2 years ago. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so it'll bring up that Facebook login page, and then it will connect your Facebook. And on Scott's Facebook, since we manage a lot of other Facebook pages for different agents and offices, it's going to ask you which Facebook business page you'd like to connect. Oops. Oh, and I apologize. My dog is barking because FedEx just dropped off a package. So hopefully she will calm down. I apologize. Penny, come here. Come here. Sorry, guys. Okay. So what I'm going to do is it's going to ask you which Facebook business pages. So if you are an agent, you'll probably just have your own on here. But if you have multiple, you can go through and connect those. What are these? It's like different. Oh, okay. I guess I was like, what's the double bubble? But you can go through and pick which one you'd like to connect. I'll just connect. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll just do this first one. So you can choose that page and then hit the connect button, and there we go. Now I can schedule posts for this office or for this account. So you want to just go through, make sure those ones are connected. So if you are going to be doing Facebook ads, Twitter ads, Google ads, or post scheduling, you would want to come here first to make sure those accounts are connected. And to connect them is really easy. Just hit this connect account button on the right and it'll walk you through the process. So that's our first step. While we're here in the settings, we also want to go over to our marketing profile. You'll see that over here on the left in our command settings column. Under Connect Settings, we want to choose Marketing Profile. Alright, so this is very similar to that My Account page in eEdge. Any of your marketing that you're going to do in Command is going to pull over your personal information from this page, so we really want to make sure that this is good to go. If we have done a setup for you through Scott Leroy Marketing, we go through and set up your Command profile as well. But you can always come in here to make sure everything is up to date. So you want to add in your photo. You can add in a team logo if you'd like. And then down below is your personal information. I believe some of this actually pulls in from my KW, but you will still want to go through and make sure that this is up to date. So things like first name, last name, anything with a star next to it would be required. You can add in things like your license number, team, designations, a bio. You can see these are required, mobile number and office number. You want to add in your email and your website. And then down below we have information about your marketing center or market center. This would be your office. Office name, office address. Please make sure you're using the office's address and not your own. You can also add in a DBA logo. So if you have a custom logo that you've created for yourself or for your team. So they are, Command is pretty particular about the sizing on here. You can upload your logo, but if it is not this 360 by 360, it will sometimes upload kind of funky. So we use a website, picresize.com, I believe, and you can actually adjust your photos and logos through that site, and it will allow you to have the correct size to add in here. So that's picresize, P-I-C, resize. I believe it's picresize.com, and it's free. So that's what we use. If we keep going, you have any footers that you need to add in. You can add in your social media links. You can see we have all of ours here. And then your branded KW app link as well. So really important before you get started on doing anything in Command, anything marketing related, you would want to come to this marketing profile, make sure everything's up to date. This all looks good to me, so I'm just going to go down to the bottom and click that Save button. Perfect. And now this little lady is telling me that my profile has been saved, so I can exit out. Alright, so that's our first step to get going within Command. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into our Lead Accelerator. So to access this, I'm going to go up to the top left of my page and click on these three little lines. That basically just expands this menu that we could already see. It's showing us the logos and then the names of what these pages are. So we're going to click on this little like megaphone and go to Lead Accelerator. Alright, so our Lead Accelerator, this is where we can create different marketing campaigns. These are different from the marketing campaigns in eEdge. In eEdge, those are free campaigns. They're email campaigns with different email pieces that can be sent out to your contacts. In Command, these are actually marketing campaigns. So these are paid campaigns to create ads for marketing within your different social media channels. So here down below we can see any campaigns that we currently have set up. You can see we have a few drafts for Instagram and Facebook here. It'll show us the name of the campaign, the dates that the campaigns are set to run, the channel, so whether this is Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or Google, the status, I guess whether this is a draft, whether it's running, or whether it's complete, the budget, the total budget, and then how much is spent, because you only pay for the clicks or the views. So this will run, I believe, until you get that. And then it'll show you your impressions, clicks, CPM, and your CPC. I think that's cost, I'm not sure. Clicks per something. Sorry, guys. And then more information over here. Let's see, what does this say? Here we go. Cost per 1,000 impressions and cost per click, and that'll show you what that price is. And then over here you can edit the campaign, duplicate the campaign, and then archive the campaign. This is basically like deleting it. So Up here at the top, we are currently on this campaigns page showing us all of our marketing campaigns. This next tab, the payment profile. So to run these, you do have to have a credit card on file. So you would add that in by clicking Add New, and then you'll have a payment source for those campaigns. And then post scheduling. This is very similar to Hootsuite, and we will go over this today briefly. Like I said, similar to Hootsuite, basically you can schedule your posts for social media ahead of time, which is really cool. We like to say it might be a good practice to get all your social media posts composed and scheduled on Sunday, and then you can choose, then basically on that day you can get everything ready to go, choose what days and times they're going to go out, and then you're set for the whole week. You don't have to worry about it. So that's post scheduling. We will go over that, and then you can also see your past posts here. So we are going to go back into campaigns, and let's just go ahead and create a campaign by clicking this button at the top right, Create New Campaign. All right, so now we go through and choose the information to set up our campaign. So the marketing campaign name at the top, you can name that whatever you want, probably something related to the campaign you are actually running. I'll just say Facebook campaign for class. But you could say like Facebook campaign and then put the listing if you're advertising a listing. If you are like just advertising different pieces or what have you, you could put in the name for those here. I'm just going to title it this. And then down below you can select the ad channel, whether that's Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Twitter ads, Google AdWords, or Reel Mailers. This is like a mailing company. So you will probably notice that back on that applications page there wasn't a spot to link your Instagram. That is actually linked through Facebook, so if your Facebook is linked up you should be able to click on this button. And then one thing to note for Google AdWords, you aren't able to set up AdWords or do anything that requires like a transaction or money through your KW email. I guess they just don't want you, they don't want to be responsible, you know, if you leave and then you still have any payments going on through your Google account. So you would have to, just for the Google AdWords, you would have to set that up through an external Gmail. So any other Gmail that you have, just not the KW email. You can't do anything paid with that, like set up any payment accounts. So we're just, we can choose our ad channel here. I'm going to choose Facebook ads. You can choose the schedule. You can go on here and click on the calendar to choose different days. I'll just leave that as. I'll run a 10-day campaign. Budget. You can set a default budget. I believe the minimum for this is $1 per day. So if I think if we go 10 bucks, yep, $10. You can do $1 per day for these 10 days. That is the minimum, $1 per day. And then you can choose what your goal is for this, whether that is to, and these little bubbles are kind of confusing to me. They look weird. You can attract listings, you can advertise a listing, attract talent, brand awareness, event awareness, or other. I'm going to go ahead and advertise a listing, so I will select this option here. And then I'm going to click Configure Campaign, which hopefully you guys can see it's behind my support button here. All right, and now this is where we're going to add in the information that is going to display in those Facebook ads. So at the top you can see our schedule is still here. You can change that from this page if you'd like to. And you can change the budget as well. We're doing a $10 campaign, $1 per day on Facebook. If you wanted to, if you're advertising a listing, you could actually hit this Search Listings button and use this search option up here. And then it should start to pull in listings. I don't have a specific listing in mind. But if you do have a listing that you're advertising, you should be able to search it here and find that. And I believe that'll just insert a link to that listing within the ad that you are creating. If we scroll down, we can actually add in the content for this ad that we are creating. So right now, oh, there we go. You can see since we connected, since Scott's Facebook is connected, it is showing us all the different pages connected to his account. So you can go through, like I said, if you're an agent who only is managing your own page, you'll probably just have that one choice here. So I'll just click one of these pages. I'm not actually going to post this. Select the Facebook page. This would be your Facebook business page. And it looks like it is just still loading. Can I work? No, I have to wait. Okay, there we go. This is now loaded. So what we can do now is we can add in our content. See, it says add content. We can add in any images. So if you have any listing photos or any photos related to whatever you're posting, you can add them in here by clicking this little plus sign. I'm going to download something from my computer, so I'm going to click here to browse the files, basically choose that image from my computer, and I have an image saved here, just a generic photo of a house. There's a cool website called Pexels.com where you can get free stock images. I'll go ahead and put that in the chat for you guys because I just learned about this actually. Pexels.com, those are great free stock images. So I found this beautiful house on there, added in my photo. I'm going to go ahead and click next. And you can add in multiple images if you'd like to. And over here on the right, you can see it's already creating a preview of this ad that we're creating. So we can add in the text. I can say, gorgeous new listing in Orlando. You can see that's up here. Headline, that's probably a better headline. Oh, this is cool. This, I don't know if I've seen this before. They have some pre-made headlines for you guys. Your dream home is on the market today. Discover what living it up really means. These are pretty cool, actually. I'll say a priceless place to call your own. So you can keep, you can hop over to the right over here as you're working on this to see how this looks. All right, you can add in CTA text. This is basically information, text about the link that you're going to add in, and I would recommend that you add in a link to the listing. So you can say probably learn more is a good one, or contact us. The link description. This I would probably put the description of the house. So I'm actually going to pull up one of our agents' websites so we can just grab a listing. So I'm going to go to the godfreyrealestategroup.com. So what I would recommend for you, if you are working on advertising one of your listings, what I would do is I would go to whatever website you are using. For example, I believe this is their Playster website. Is it a Playster site? This might just be a beautiful custom site that they've had done. So I would recommend, if I were you, going to your website and then looking up your listing. So for example, if you're on your Playster site, go to your Playster site, search for your listing on your website, and when you're actually looking at the site like I am here, copy that link. Because you're going to link them back. You want to link them back to your website, or if you have your MLS link that you want to put in for the listing, that would be great too. So before I do the description, I'm going to enter the link here. Let's make sure that this didn't, it did. It doubled up my HTTP, so I'm just going to take that out. There we go. So for the CTA link, this is whatever link that it's going to insert into this ad. So if you're advertising a listing, you want to put a link to that listing, whether it's the link to the listing on your site or the MLS, what have you. So for the link description, I'm going to put in the property description. Maybe I'll just pull this first sentence. So you can put in whatever you'd like, and like I said, I recommend popping over here to the right to see what this looks like. So this is an example of what our ad will look like. So we've added in the information, now we want to do the targeting. So you can choose what age. Probably go a little higher. We'll hopefully find some home buyers. You can choose if you have, a certain demographic or clients or people you've noticed buy within a certain age range, you can go in here and choose that. You can go in and add the location. I don't know if this is going to, oh, yep, Orlando. There we go. You can add in the location of people you'd like to target and then the radius. So this is going to target people ages 28 to 50 within 20 miles of Orlando. So you can play around in this, completely customize it, and then you can either hit send and activate, which I don't want to do, or you can save this as a draft. So I'm going to hit save as draft. If you hit save and activate, this will get going right away. It's going to say, are you sure? Yes, I am. And there we go. We can see this is my new draft, new campaign. And if I wanted to, I could scroll on over and edit this and actually launch it. So that's just an example of one of the campaigns that you can set up. Of course, you can just go into Facebook directly and create these ads. I think you might have a little bit more information, maybe more insight while you're creating the ads in Facebook or directly from whatever outlet, but this is just a nice tool to do it within KW. So they've created this awesome little feature for you guys. So that's the marketing campaigns, how you can create them. I also wanted to show you the post scheduling. So if we go up and click on this option here, like I said earlier, this is really similar to Hootsuite. So just like a free tool to schedule posts on social media. On this page we can see any posts in the queue, so upcoming posts that you might have, posts that are scheduled waiting to go out. You can also see any past posts if you click on this, but we're going to go back to post scheduling. You can see my connected profiles over here. We can do posts for my Facebook, the Realty, the Plantation page, and our Twitter. You can connect more profiles by clicking this button here. But I'm going to go up to the top right and click Schedule a Post. So this is basically creating a Facebook post. Oh, sorry. It's now over here. It's going to show you. You can choose either of these options. This one's for Twitter. This one's for Facebook. So make sure you're doing the right one for whatever outlet. I want to create a Facebook post, so I'll go down here. And I'm just going to start typing in my information of what I'd like to post. So I can say, check out this amazing new listing. And I can enter in that link if I wanted to. Let's just go ahead and do that. Add in a link. I can add in any photos by clicking this button here. I wonder if, no, okay. I was wondering if, since I uploaded it here, wondering if it was in my content library, but I don't believe it is. So I'm just going to choose from my desktop again and import that photo. Hit next. There we go. Okay. So down below you can see a post preview. It was showing me the Twitter option and there's nothing there. So you want to make sure you click on the button for Ooh, good question. Let's see. Is it possible to post to Facebook groups versus Facebook business page? No, I don't. No, you can't schedule posts to groups. You can only schedule posts to pages that you own, I guess, or that are yours. So no, unfortunately not. I guess I don't see. I honestly don't know too much about how Facebook groups work. I guess if you, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you own the group, I am honestly not sure. That's a great question. I can double check with Scott and check on that, but I want to say no. I think you can only post to pages. Actually, I have my group chat open in another window. Let me go ahead and ask him. That's a great question. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so I did just message him to ask that question, so hopefully he gets back to me soon. But that was a great question, so thank you so much. But I don't think Scott owns any Facebook groups, so that's why I only have the option to choose pages, so I don't have a way to like fully investigate that at the moment. But hopefully we will get an answer for you soon. But you can see down below, this is my post preview. I added in my photo and my link. Cool, thank you. So you can see that here. Basically, you're just adding in any information that you'd like, photos, links, text, and then what you can do is under Actions, oops, you can either add this post to the queue or post immediately. So I don't want to post this right now. I'm just going to go ahead and add this to the queue. And then as far as like choosing dates and times, I was having trouble with this last time and I don't think I fully understand how it works, or it's not fully working. Because I believe over here on the right you should be able to, click on a day and then choose the time. In other classes that I've seen Scott teach, it looks different, like you can actually click on the buttons for the time. So this may not be fully working, so I apologize for that, because I don't see a way to choose a date or a time on here. So what I'm going to do, under Actions, I'm just going to click Add Post to Queue. Oh. This is interesting. Sorry guys, so we're all still kind of learning as we go along since this is so new and it does change. I only want to post to Facebook, so it's interesting that it is, since I have these connected profiles, it's requiring that I do a post for both, which I don't want to do. So you may want to click this button first. Oops, and disconnect maybe the other account if it's forcing you to post on both and you only want to post on one, because these are two different people. I guess if you are just posting for yourself, we're a little different because we manage different accounts. If you are posting for yourself, you probably do want to post on Twitter and Facebook at the same time. That would definitely be encouraged. But since I don't want to do that, I'm just going to go ahead and disconnect this Twitter, because I only want to do that Facebook one right now. But let's see, I don't know if that's going to mess me up though. Okay, well, I'm having to just do that again really quick. Oops. Add in my photo. I'm just going to exit out of here. There we go, down below my post preview. So that's interesting. So if you have multiple pages connected, it's going to make you, I guess, post on all of them at the same time. So if you don't want to do that, you'll need to go in here and disconnect whatever ones, but if I were you, you probably do want to be posting consistently on all your pages at the same time. Um, oh, I don't know. I'm not totally sure what this means. Consistent channel content, and then it changes. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave this custom, create my new listing, or create my new post. This looks good, and then under actions, I'm going to click add post to queue. And this has been added to the queue. So I'm going to go to my social suite. So this is scheduled for Saturday, May 11th at noon, but I don't really know how I chose that time. So let me see. Sorry guys, like I said, this is definitely a learning curve. I do want to try and figure this out for you though, because this wasn't working for me last time. So it looks like I have this post scheduled. Oops, where is it? Okay, Saturday at noon. But it's not, I just don't understand how it picks the time. It's not letting me move this. So I will have to check on that as well, because I don't see this. I believe this might not be fully working at the time, because you should be able to go in here and actually choose the times, but it's not letting me. So I'm just going to go back to my post scheduling. This is showing my posts in the queue, and I don't actually want to post this to the Plantation Office's Facebook. So if you wanted to, you can go in here, you could post immediately, you could edit the post, you could archive it, or you could rearrange it. That just means if you have a bunch in here, you could change the order. I'm going to go ahead and archive this, and it's gone. So that's a little bit about the lead accelerator. So this is basically, like I said, used for creating those paid ads and then using the post scheduling. So this is, like I said, similar to like a Hootsuite type deal. So we're going to keep moving along, and we're going to jump over to Sketchhouse. So to get there, I'm going to click on these three little lines again, and Sketchhouse is the one that looks like a pad of paper or maybe a tablet and a stylus. So I'm going to click on Sketchhouse. Alright, so Sketchhouse is similar to Canva, if you've ever used that. It's basically like a bunch of templates in here that you can create. So right here we're in My Sketches. These are any templates that we have created. And then KW actually has some sketches as well. You can see they have a lot of different templates in here right now. So things like property details, open house pieces, just sold. You can scroll through. Down below we're looking at 1 through 12. There's actually 33 different templates in here. You can go through. Happy birthday pieces. I just want to make sure I'm up to date on all the messages. Oh, sorry. I didn't even see this other question. Can you schedule to Instagram? Yes, you can schedule to Instagram. Actually, no, you cannot. Sorry. That page, you could see it didn't have, I think you can only do the ads for Instagram. I don't think you can schedule to Instagram. I'm sure, last time I checked, I don't think that's possible, but I'm not totally sure. I know there are different apps you can use to like plan out your Instagram, and have them created, but I don't know if it actually like posts from there and schedules it, but I don't believe you can do that through here at the moment. So I'm just going to go back. Oops. Oh my goodness. What is going on? That's not what I wanted to do. So I'm just going to go back to Sketchhouse. Leave. Okay, I'm in the KW Sketch library. I'm just going to choose one of these templates. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to add that in. I have one. Yours is probably better. What do I use? I have Unum. I don't know how you say that. I use Unum for Instagram planning, I guess, is the way to do it, but I honestly don't know too much about that. I don't know if that's which one's better. This one's just really pretty looking, so I kind of like it, but I'm sure yours is probably better. But yeah, you can't integrate those into Command at the moment. So yeah, we're back in Sketchhouse. I'm just going to choose one of these templates and get going on this. You can see there's quite a few different listings or types in here. I'm going to choose this just listed signature red. So this is basically creating a different template or a piece for you. So we chose a just listed one. So it is asking us to go ahead and search for a listing, but I don't think, okay, here we go. I wasn't sure if this was working. So you can go through and search for your listing that you'd like to advertise. I'm going to try and find a pretty one. Sometimes if I choose 1, 2, 3, I feel like it gives me weird listings. I'll go ahead and just choose this one here. You can select the listing and it will pull in the information, but if you'd like to upload any photos, you can drop those here. Oh, I guess this one is, oh goodness, I'm sorry guys. So this, like I said, they're still working on these. Okay, so I do want to choose a listing though. I'm going to go back. I'm trying to choose a listing and have it pull in the photo, but it didn't really look like that was working. Let's try this open house one. Let's try this one. Okay. Okay, so I think it's asking for an image to basically feature on this piece, and it's allowing me to drop them, but I believe it should be showing the MLS photos here, but it's not. So I'm just going to use that same stock photo that I've been using throughout class to add that in and select that. That's interesting, it's not pulling the MLS photos. So you can add in your photo. I think it should allow you to choose from MLS, but it's not at the moment. Select your photo and hit choose. And then if you'd like to associate a landing page with this, you can. I'm just going to hit cancel, and this is going to bring me into the piece to actually create it. So you can see in here, this is our piece. It does plug in some of our information from that marketing profile, like it put in our name. I think this link will actually work. It should link to the website. But down here, anything that has like this parentheses, this symbol here, this is going to plug in automatically from the listing. So any of this you don't have to add in, it's going to pull in the percentage signs. So things like your build, bedroom, bath, listing information, listing price, all that is going to pull from the MLS because we just chose this listing. But down below we can see all of our information. We can, this is a link to download the app, links to our social media profiles, and what have you. So up at the top there's a couple different views that we can check out. Right now we're looking at what this piece would look like on mobile. If we wanted to see what it would look like on a tablet, you can hit this button. It basically expands it. Looks really nice. Up here on the top right, if you wanted to import a template, maybe you created a different template through a different platform, or maybe you had someone create one for you, you can add that in here. If you wanted to download the HTML for this piece and send it out maybe through MailChimp or what have you, you can. And this is basically just going to give you a code. Let's see if this works. Well, that should give you a code that you can copy and paste into another platform to send out, and then you can send a test email to yourself. So before we really get working on this, I want to go ahead and save this so we don't lose it. So I'm going to click copy to my sketches. This template already exists. Okay. Well, I was supposed to hit copy to my sketches and then it would save to my sketches, but I guess it's already there. So I'm going to hit that home button and go to my sketches. And this is the one we were working on, but let's see if it's... Huh, okay. So I guess if you have the template already saved, you have to just work from that one, even if it was from a different listing. That is so interesting. So I'm sorry, this is probably super confusing for you guys too. Basically, I tried to save that template to my sketches so I could come in here and actually have it saved and not lose any of my work. But it said I already had the template in there, so I guess you can only save one version of each template to your sketches. So rather than having like duplicates of the same template for different listings or different pieces, you have to work within the same one. So we will see if that hopefully gets updated soon. Like I said, they're still working out some speed bumps with this stuff. But this is my open house piece, all of my information. If you wanted to, you can add in different layout pieces and different content. Like say for example, under this photo, maybe you wanted to add in another section with information. This is similar to MailChimp actually. If you've ever composed an email in MailChimp, you basically just grab elements from the right. And I'm going to scroll down. Hopefully this moves. It's not. You can grab elements from the right and just basically drag them into the piece, and you can see now I added a new cell here. So I can add in content to this cell. So I can add in text, images, quotes, links, what have you, anything from over here. So say I wanted to add in some text into this section, I can now grab the text button, oops, and throw that in here. This is my text about the listing. Perfect. You can of course change out the oops. Oh, so this is like information for emailing. So if you wanted to add in like the person's name, last name, interesting. So I'm just going to leave that alone. This is like pre-done things that you can choose. Like say for example you wanted to add in information about like a virtual tour URL. If you have that on the listing in MLS, it'll automatically plug that in. So these things are like basically like text templates. So I'm just going to delete this and go ahead and type in my text. Perfect. Okay, so you can play around on here, customize this, make this look however you'd like. And then what you can do is you would be able to send a test email to yourself to see what this looks like. I guess this isn't working right now. You should be able to download the HTML, but I don't believe that is working. So at the moment, there is not a way to send this out. So these sort of pieces. So you are creating these, but at the moment I don't believe there is actually a way to send them to people. But you can create these templates and save them in here. We're hoping that soon these will be integrated into the campaigns, so you can throw those in there. But I don't believe that is the case at the moment. So I'm just going to go back. We're going to go over one last thing. What you can do in here is you can create landing pages that you can send to people. So let me see if I can find that. Oops. And you can create your own templates as well. I'm trying to find the landing page for it. Sorry guys, I'm going to go back into like this one, choose this listing. Oh goodness. And then it's going to ask me now if I wanted to create a landing page. So this, with this email template since unfortunately we can't really do anything with the email template at this time, you can also create a landing page. Oh goodness. I don't think this is what I want to do. Sorry, I'm going to go back to the Sketchhouse. And I'm trying to find where I can create a landing page to show you guys, but it's not really cooperating. Okay. I apologize, guys. I'm kind of stumbling through this at the moment. Let's see if I can create a market snap. Okay, so this is a landing page. Once you're happy with the layout, you can tailor it by clicking the Customize Landing Page button. So I think once this is copied to the sketches, it should allow you to make a landing page. Maybe you just have to go back into your sketches. I'm so sorry, guys. This is all so new to us. I'm going to go into my sketches, and I think once you have the sketch created, I don't want to do this. Again, let's see. I'm just trying to get a landing page for you guys, but it's not really working. See, now it's saying I would like to choose a landing page. Please select a landing page to associate with the email, but it looks like these are ones that I've already created. So I'm wondering how I can create a new one. Alright, so I don't think that this is working properly. I apologize. I don't think this is fully me. I think that this is acting really funky. I'm going to hit back one more time and go to my sketches and see if the market snap one works. So basically what we're doing is we're trying to create a landing page, and I believe with those other ones, the open house ones, I think you are supposed to be able to create a landing page for that. So this one looks completely blank. Are they done through the icon at the bottom left? Which one? I'm not sure. Oh, this is generating information. I am not sure, and I apologize. 3 below Sketchhouse. Oh. Oh, goodness. See, my screen is a little funky because I'm recording. Let's see if I can get this to pop up. What the heck? So I don't even think I can see it. So I think from here, like you can see up at the top, I am supposed to be able to customize a landing page. And maybe this is going to take me into that. Yeah, I apologize, guys. I think this is like, yeah, see, I was doing that. I was copying it to my library, and then it's like not really letting me do it from here. So I'm just going to not try to teach this to you guys because I don't know if this is a combination of myself and it not working. But you should be able to create landing pages through this that you can send out to people, like a cool link for whatever you're working on so people can see that piece. But I am not able to get that to work right now. So that is going to be it for today. I apologize. I know we kind of stumbled through a lot of this, but I think you got a good look at what the lead accelerator looks like and what these templates look like. We do have videos just on the landing pages, I believe. So you can find that information on our YouTube page. Let's just go ahead and see if I can find it for you. So youtube.com/ScottLeroyMarketing is where you can find all of our training, and this class will actually be on there as well. So if we go in here, maybe if we search command landing page. Okay, so you can see we have a couple videos on that. I'm just going to go ahead and send these to you guys. So this is create a neighborhood landing page is one, and then there is this one, campaigns, landing pages, and reporting. I'll go ahead and send those over to you guys. I apologize, I'm not sure what was going on today. But these should be helpful. But that is, we're just going to go ahead and wrap up for today. So thank you guys for sticking around. I know it's a Friday, but I hope you guys had a great red day yesterday. But that is it. So if you guys have further questions, I am also going to pull up our website so you can see our contact information. We are here Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern on emails and 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern on phones. So if I scroll down, thank you guys. You can see you can give us a call or shoot us an email, and we are happy to help. But thank you for sticking around, and I hope you guys have a great weekend.